but you still be my star, baby, 'cause in the dark you can't see shiny cars. That's when you need me there. With you I'll always share, because when the sun shines we shine together. Told you I'll be here forever, said I'll always be your friend. Took an oath, I'ma stick it out to the end. Now that it's raining more than ever, know that we'll still have each other. You can stand under my umbrella, you can stand under my umbrella, ella, ella, eh, 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 under my umbrella, ella, ella, eh, 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 under my umbrella, ella, ella, eh, 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 under my umbrella, ella, ella, eh, eh, eh. These fancy things will never come in between. You're part of my entity, here for infinity. When the war has took its part, when the world has dealt its cards, either hand is hard, together we'll mend your heart. Because when the sun shines we shine together. Told you I'll be here forever, said I'll always be your friend. Took an oath, I'ma stick it out to the end. Now that it's raining more than ever, know that we'll still have each other. You can stand under my umbrella, you can stand under my umbrella, ella, ella, eh, 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 under my umbrella, ella, ella, eh, eh, eh. You can run into my arms, it's okay, don't be alarmed, come into me. So gonna let the rain pour, I'll be all you need and more. Because when the sun shines we shine together. Told you I'll be here forever, said I'll always be your friend. Took an oath, I'ma stick it out to the end. Now that it's raining more than ever, know that I will still have each other. You can stand under my umbrella, you can stand under my umbrella, ella, ella, eh, 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 under my umbrella, ella, ella, eh, 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 under my umbrella, ella, ella, eh, 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 under my umbrella, ella, ella, eh, eh. It's raining, raining, oh baby, it's raining, raining. Baby, come into me, come into me. It's pouring rain, it's pouring rain. Come into me, come into me. If you don't wanna see me, did a full 180, crazy, thinking about the way I was. Did the heartbreak change me? Maybe, but look how where I ended up. I'm all good already, so moved on. It's scary, I'm not where you left me at all. If you don't wanna see me dancing with somebody, if you wanna believe that anything could stop me, don't show up, don't come out, don't start caring about me now. Walk away, you know how. Don't start caring about chest. You can beat the world, you can win the war. You can talk to God, go banging on his door. You can throw your hands up, you can beat the clock. You can move a mountain, you can break rocks. Some would call it practice, some would call it luck, but either way you're gonna end standing in the Hall of Fame. And the world's gonna know your name, 'cause you burn with the brightest flame. Oh no. And the world's gonna know your name, and you'll be on the walls of the Hall of Fame. Go the distance, you can run the mile, you can walk straight through hell with a smile. You can be a hero, you can get the gold, breaking all the records they thought they would never broke. Do it for your people, do it for your pride. Are you ever gonna never even try? Do it for your country, do it for your name, 'cause it's gonna be a day standing in the Hall of Fame. And the world's gonna know your name, 'cause you burn with the brightest flame. Oh no. And the world's gonna know your name, and you'll be on the walls of the Hall of Fame. You'll be on the walls of the Hall of Fame. Be students, be teachers, be politicians, be preachers. Yeah, yeah. Be believers, be leaders, be astronauts, be champions, be truth seekers. Be students, be teachers, be politicians, be preachers. Yeah, yeah. Be believers, be leaders, be astronauts, be champions. May it be an evening star shines down upon you. May it be in darkness fast, your heart will be true. You walk a lonely road. Oh, how far you are from home. Morning utulie, utulie. Believe in you will find your way. Morning air, alanti a promise lives within you now.
Hello, everyone. Welcome, friends, family, honored guests, and Master in Management, class of 2023. My name is Dylan DeLima, Senior Associate Director of Content and Communications at IE Business School, and I'm excited to be your MC for today's graduation ceremony. So today, you have one goal, and one goal only, which is to enjoy and savor this moment. It's your moment. It's now your turn to cross the finish line and to celebrate everything that you've achieved together, especially after many late nights at Maurice, Istar, and Habanera. For the parents that are a little confused and you don't know what those places are, those are famous libraries around Madrid. Many of you have seen the campaign around campus called The Next 50. It's our way of celebrating IE University's 50 years by looking to the next 50 to come. As an institution, we strive to remain at the forefront of education, putting a focus on constant transformation and long-term sustainability. In light of our 50th anniversary, we'd like to invite you to look ahead to the next 50 years and to imagine where you might be, what you might have achieved, which societal issues you have tackled. These next 50 years will bring complex challenges, but we're confident that each and every one of you have the passion, drive, and skills needed to leave your mark on the world. So without further ado, I'd like to start off the ceremony by inviting our first speaker of the day, Dean of IE Business School, Dr. Lee Newman.
Okay, I'm ready. Mims, are you ready? Are you ready? So let's get started. Dear members of the IE University and IE Business School community, our faculty, staff, and friends here today, our distinguished speaker, Mr. Guillermo Garcia Muchacho, thank you for being here, and most importantly, dear Master in Management graduates of 2023. So on behalf of all of us at IE Business School, I would like to extend a very hearty congratulations to you, the mighty MIM students in this class. Where is J1? Are you out there? And what about J2? Seems J2 is a little bit more energetic, J1. So graduation obviously is a celebration for crossing the finish line, as Dylan mentioned, for completing a challenging test, I would say, of endurance and many, many sprints as well. Long nights, we heard about some of them from Dylan. Long nights, weekends, right? Some weekends working, challenging things like happy hour at warehouse, bocadillos from La Maragata. But you made it, you did it, so congratulations. I would like you to take a moment to think back to this year that you've just completed. It was fun, yes? No, Madrid's not fun at all. It was tough, yes, at times, very tough. You took on academic challenges, professional challenges, many of you also personal challenges during the year. And I think you had quite a few interpersonal challenges with each other, no? And that's one of the most critical parts, we think, of the IE experience, and we know that that's to be the case from feedback that we get from you as students. So it's true that international diversity is one of the greatest experiences at IE, but can we agree that sometimes it can also be one of the most frustrating experiences as well? Yes? Yes. We put you in diverse teams, which, by the way, you don't get to choose most of the time, right? We give you big challenges to accomplish with very short deadlines and, of course, no budget. And, right, yes. And what often happened in those teams that we put you in? Turbulence, friction sometimes, right? But hopefully from that turbulence and friction, you've learned a lot. You've grown, you've transformed yourselves, you've been chasing after what we call the next best you, and hopefully learning from each other and your own diversity. So congratulations for surviving the ups and downs of working with each other. Across the many differences in culture, personality, and working styles that you have, surviving the many conflicts that you probably have had over simple things like, what does it mean to show up on time for a meeting? Yeah. So you didn't earn this degree alone, so there's some recognition, I think, that is due right now. Getting a MIM is a bit of a team sport, I would say. So I'd like you to think back to your professors first. It was their dedication, their innovative ways of teaching, that I think is one of the most important catalysts of your learning this year and your growth. They taught you, they engaged with you in and out of the classroom, And they were very patient with you on Friday classes after very difficult Thursday nights where you were doing everything but studying, right? So please let's join me in giving thanks to our faculty here and those online and all of the other faculty as well. Now, there are some others here today, and also some others online, who are also on your team that helped you earn your degree. Your families, your friends, and mentors, perhaps, who supported you in many ways. So please, let's give a round of applause to all of the supporters you've had this year. Now, graduation is obviously a special moment for you. I'm super proud to be here as your dean of the business school, and I'd like to share with you a few thoughts and make a few requests, if I may, to take away with you as you leave us and pursue the next steps of your professional lives and whatever your journey may take you to. So first, I think we know, all of us, that we're living in unprecedented times and with challenges, a lot of challenges. We could name many of them: climate change, health pandemics, social, political division, armed conflicts, poverty, inequality. It's a pretty negative list, so I won't go on because that's not what today's about. But I think, and I hope that you agree, that the world desperately needs a new generation of business professionals capable not only of delivering good results in their own work, in their own jobs, but also of harnessing business skills, the power of business thinking and problem solving with purpose. Business as a force for positive change, we might say. So one of the missions that we have as business school, as we move forward and as we evolve, is to redefine what it means to be a business professional. So we would like to start a movement of a new and purpose-driven generation of business professionals for a new world, and a world that we think very much needs business leadership. So I would like to ask you today to go out there and be that generation, to join forces with some 75,000 IE alumni out there to start a global movement, a business movement for a better world. So to make that a little bit more concrete, let me ask you a question. Do you, MIM students, do we, as IE business professionals together, do we have a responsibility? Do we have obligations beyond being successful in our jobs or your next jobs? So my answer to that question is yes. And I invite you to consider, as you graduate and start your next chapter, what your answer is. So how might you, as IE, take your IE business education as IE alumni, soon to be, how could you use your business education for a better planet? Thinking about things like sustainable business practices. Or how might you take your IE business education and use it in some way to better society, what we might call social entrepreneurship or social innovation? Or, and I think for me one of the most important things, how might you be that kind of responsible business professional, colleague or manager soon, the kind who acts with respect and concern for the other people with whom you will work when you leave us and get your first job or start your first job? I hope that sense of responsibility to other people is something that we give you and that you take with you and will be a critical part of your KPIs, okay? So MIM J1 and J2, I want to take a moment just to be candid with you about something. So I did my MBA. They didn't have MIMs a long time ago. I did my MBA 32 years ago, to date myself a little bit. And my generation ultimately became known as the me generation, which is the nice way to put it. Other people called us the greed generation. And we have left you a world full of challenges to solve. Sorry, but we did. And so I would like to suggest that we as a school are counting on you to be the leaders of the we generation, to go out there and do great things in the world with that. So for all of us at IE, really, you are our bet. You are our bet for a better future. You're our hope. You're our hope for a better future. And we want you to think really big as you leave us, as you continue on in your careers now. Now, we don't want you to think so big that you forget that you have to work hard and make things happen. But we're confident that you will do that. But I want to encourage you to leave us today with big aspirations and purpose. And here is where I want to give you one bit of advice. So you will encounter, I promise you, inevitably, there will be those people out there who are going to try to make your big aspirations smaller. There are those people who are going to try to take the passion that you have that drives your purpose, and they're going to chip away at it and try to bring it down. They're out there, I promise you. They're waiting for you. They're what I call the club of the status quo. They don't want to see things change, okay? And they're in every workplace, and they're going to tell you what you can't do and what isn't possible. So my request is this: please, when they find you, look them in the eye and listen to what they have to say, because criticism sometimes is the best way to improve your own thinking. But hold on to your big aspirations, hold on to your sense of purpose as tightly as you can, and please do not let any of those people in the club of the status quo stop you from doing big things. So as a university, as a business school, we've invested in you, and in return, you've invested in us. You've given us your energy, you've given us your effort, you've given us your spirit, and it's our greatest wish now, actually, that you get out of here and leave us and go out there and go make a better future for the world. So go do big things wherever and in whatever way that each of you individually choose to do. So on behalf of the team at IE Business School, a hearty congratulations and welcome officially to the IE alumni community, the next chapter of your lives. Thank you very much, and best wishes to all of you.
Thank you, Lee. Next, we have the privilege of hearing some insightful and inspiring words from the chairman of the International Advisory Board of IU University, Mr. Pablo Isla.
Hello, everyone. It's a pleasure for me to be able to address you all on this all-important day of your graduation ceremony. First and foremost, I'd like to extend my warmest congratulations for a well-deserved diploma. I have no doubt that you have worked very hard and with very intense dedication. Now, as IE University graduates, it's time for you to maintain the same standards of excellence that you have displayed during your time with us. This year, IE University is celebrating its 50th anniversary, and therefore, within the theme of the next 50 ready for the future, we look forward to what the next 50 years will hold, and how we can ensure our graduates create positive impact in the decades to come. For some of you, that will look like starting your own companies. For others, it will mean making your mark in a long-established organization. But no matter your path, I encourage all of you to always work with unwavering values, with respect for others, with honesty, with humility. Respect at work is vital in every organization. There may be conflicts at times, but the only way to create a healthy environment is to treat everybody with respect. I think it was Albert Einstein who once said, "Everybody should be respected as an individual, but no one idolized." When I say honesty, this includes integrity, sincerity, fairness, and morality. Sometimes you have to make difficult decisions in your professional life, and it is very important during these times to be guided by your principles. Another key principle is humility. Humility doesn't mean not being ambitious. You can be very humble and very ambitious at the same time. But if you stop being humble, if you become arrogant, if you think you know everything, you will never succeed as an individual or as a company. We live in a complex world, complete with technology, artificial intelligence, geopolitical risks, social media. And in this world, which is equally full of opportunities and risks, it's more important than ever that entrepreneurs and people in positions of power in companies, law firms, and institutions behave with solid values. And if I may, I'd like to give you one more piece of advice. Whatever you do, do it with passion, with your full commitment, with optimism, and with generosity. Believe me, that attitude makes all the difference. I have no doubt that you all will embrace this mentality and create positive change in the 50 years to come. Again, My sincerest congratulations to you, your families, and your loved ones, and I wish you all the very best for the future.
Thank you, Pablo. Now I have the pleasure to introduce today's keynote speaker, Guillermo Garcia Muchacho. Guillermo is a serial entrepreneur, angel investor, and IE Venture Lab mentor. He is the founder and CEO of Cocrea, a marketing agency and venture builder. And he's been involved in the creation, development, and investment of various businesses and brands in different verticals through his holding Gamucha Ventures. Additionally, he has co-founded Grupo Sounds, an entertainment group with more than 6 venues such as Fitz, Bandido, Bonded, Dos Pasos, and Castellana Ocho. He was born and raised in Venezuela, completed his bachelor's in Austria, and he's a 2016 Master in Management alumni. The stage is yours, Guillermo.
It's an old picture. Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed faculty, proud parents, and the incredible graduates of 2023. Thank you for having me here today. It's an absolute honor to stand before you in such an important moment. As the billionaire entrepreneur, best-selling author, and media mogul Kim Kardashian intellectually would say, oh my God, this is like so cool. that went better than expected. 8 years ago, I was right here where you are now. Not exactly here because this beautiful building didn't exist, but I had my graduation. Sadly, I cannot recall a single word of my commencement speaker because all I can remember is I was dying from a terrible hangover from a late networking event with my classmates. So today, I promise to keep this as practical, brief, and entertaining as possible. Think of it as a TikTok version of a commencement speech. When I started thinking of what I can talk about, I did what any philosopher of this age would do, and I went onto ChatGPT for inspiration. Unfortunately, I got very cliche results, as expected. Like, you have to fail in order to succeed, follow your dreams. If you love your job, you're never gonna work a day in your life, etc. As I didn't like what I was reading, I've consolidated the best advice I've received throughout the last years into a list. However, as we're only 8 years apart, and I'm not your parents, I cannot tell you what to do, but I'll try to make my best to give you suggestions on what you shouldn't do, okay? Before we get into it, and for a bit of context, there we go. I'm making an MBA joke in a bit. Before we get into it, and for a bit of context, my name is Guillermo Garcia Muchacho. I'm originally from Venezuela, born and raised. I'm very proud. Initially, I wanted to study politics when I graduated from school, because, well, Venezuela. Thankfully, I followed my parents' advice to study whatever I wanted instead of politics, and I could later become a politician if I wanted to. And thank God, because that is as off-brand now as me being an NBA player, hence this down. So I decided I was going to study engineering in the US, ended up studying tourism in Salzburg, Austria, in German from scratch. Like, I wouldn't recommend that to anyone. After that, I went to Hong Kong, where I was trading anything that crossed in front of me, anything from mangoes to oil. After that, I wanted to do a master's. I saw IE, I fell in love with the entire pensum, but I couldn't afford it. Thankfully, the father of a friend of mine offered to sponsor my tuition, betting on my future, which I'm extremely grateful for. I'm gonna throw the papers because they're gonna fall here anyways. I'm just gonna Came to Madrid, where I intended to do a master's and then go back to Hong Kong, but as I'm sure it happened to most of you, I fell in love with the city. The weather, the culture, the tapas, the cañitas, the opportunity, the endless vibrance of it. I stayed and started 2 businesses throughout the MIM that failed horribly. Ran out of savings. I wanted to pursue the next cliche step after IE and go into consulting, but I got scouted by L'Oreal and was selling makeup and perfumes for an entire year, so I know a lot about mascara and rímel. I learned a lot about structure, corporate bureaucracy, and also figured out I never wanted to work for a corporation ever again. So in parallel to that, I started a restaurant with 2 guys that we met in IE. We did a concept of raw food that we could scale rapidly without the need of a kitchen. Like, we did this whole study to understand what were the main cost drivers in a restaurant. We figured out it was the kitchen, because if you cook, you need a salida de humos, an exhaust, and you cannot build those anymore. So we decided to do everything raw. We did ceviches, poke, and sushi burritos. It was called Cevichevere. Our first one opened right in front of AE, which is the only market that we knew. It was Maria Molina 18. We completely underestimated what it took to open a restaurant and learned by doing. Very, very hard times. Everybody wants to open a restaurant, and I can guarantee it's the most difficult business that you can start, because it's complicated. However, we managed to understand how the business went. We grew it very fast. We opened our first venue within the first couple months of opening our second venue after opening our first venue. And long story short, unfortunately, one of our partners was misbehaving, and we lost everything that we had built for. So thanks to that, I now have a PhD in shareholders agreements and how to select the right partner from the University of Life. To make matters even worse, I started a Bitcoin mining operation in Venezuela because it was thriving and electricity was cheap, but business school doesn't prepare you for the military taking away your machines. So that happened too, and then to top it all off, COVID hit, right? So to summarize all that I do into one of my all-time favorite quotes is for sure, success is going from failure to failure without losing enthusiasm, from Winston Churchill. That definitely kind of defines my track. Thankfully, in parallel to all of this, I started CoCrea with other partners, which is my core business today. So that's the kind of good news, the light at the end of the tunnel. When we started CoCrea a bit over 5 years ago, we wanted to have the best agency, but we couldn't afford the best talent. We had no budget. So what we did was we started a co-working space where we would filter talent that they would apply to be part of our space, and then we would hire them as our team whenever we needed them. So we would filter designers, developers, consultants. Individually, they had their clients, but as a whole, they worked under our brand from our space. So we were kind of outsourcing in-house. And we were using their idle capacity to service our clients and our projects. So very efficient model. Our social experiment, thankfully, works very well. Now, a few years back, this was 5 years ago, CoCrea is now a full-blown venture builder as a service, and thankfully it has allowed me to invest, grow, be part of very different businesses in different sectors, in different countries, anything ranging from entertainment, food, fintech. I even have a pants brand. Anything is possible when you have the right talent and you can take it to market very fast. So we work together with amazing entrepreneurs, large corporations, and we have a pool of super talented creators, how we call them, that are absolutely passionate about what they do. We have a place where creativity, innovation, and shared enthusiasm thrive, and you can apply on our website. Without further ado, let's now get into my 6 suggestions of what you shouldn't do. Suggestion number 1, do not overthink. You might be thinking now of going into banking, going into consulting, going to the family business. God, you love Madrid, but the salaries are terrible, which I assume that's like the common denominator between your thoughts. Go vegan, do paleo. Paralysis for analysis is very real. In Spanish, we say that the worst decision is the one you don't take. So just try. I mean, what's the worst thing that can happen? At your age, you should dare to say yes to everything that doesn't kill you. Let fear aside and be comfortable taking risks. Embrace uncertainty. It is absolutely fine if you don't know what to do. The important thing is for you to start. I clearly had no idea of what I wanted to do. I still kind of don't necessarily have a fixed idea of what I want to do, but I have this amazing ability to convince myself that whatever is happening to me is the best thing to happen to me. Trust yourself and build your own reality. Some of the best people in my team are very fond of the whole astrology movement, which I'm not particularly a follower of, but they blame everything bad happening to them on Mercury being retrograde. Why cannot be Mercury retrograde? I mean, it's always retrograde. Like, I think it's a mindset thing. Suggestion number 2, do not partner. My lawyer always said that the best partnerships are an odd number and less than 3. So that means 1. Don't get me wrong, every business I've started has always been with partners. But partnerships are extremely, and I cannot stress this, extremely hard. If you're going to have a partner, then make sure you choose wisely. In the end, being in a partnership is more difficult than a marriage. I'm not married, but I've heard how difficult it is from my friends. And ultimately, you're marrying someone that you don't love, and you're in that marriage for at least 8 to 10 years. So if you fight about something because you don't agree on what your brand should look like or what your business strategy for next year should be, you cannot make out and forgive. So it's complex, okay? As a fun fact, the average length of a marriage in Spain is 7 years. So you need to outbeat the average marriage in Spain in order to thrive in a partnership here. So my deepest advice in that sense is you need to last longer than that, but definitely trust your gut and your feeling with your partners, but due diligence like the FBI. Okay? Suggestion number 3, do not settle. Do not settle professionally, do not settle socially, and do not settle intellectually. Professionally, being hungry and foolish is sadly no longer enough. In today's competitive landscape, you have to be starving or fasting for the who remains in the room. Don't settle for mediocre works. Strive for excellence and to work with the best. Talent pulls in talent. Socially, don't settle for fake friends. Surround yourself with people that add value to your life in every aspect, making you a better human. They must have a strong moral compass, integrity, and a huge aspiration to grow. Integrity and aspiration to grow are probably my personal most important facts. If you're the smartest guy in the room, you're definitely in the wrong room. Be loyal and always, always, always reward loyalty. Educationally, don't believe everything you see on TikTok. Be skeptical of every news you watch or any fun fact you read. We live in the era of misinformation. You're going to be overwhelmed. Russia, China, Israel, Palestine, Trump, AI, Elon, gluten, glucose, all of that is noise. Just think and trust in you. Don't even trust me. Like the fact I just said about the average length of marriages in Spain might be true, but I don't know. It's always a lot easier to feel than to think. Please think. Suggestion number 4, don't focus on the money. Money should always be the consequence of passion. If you really are doing something you love, money will follow. However, you must understand how money works and dominate accounting. For my fellow marketeers, creatives, and people of the arts, I personally hated anything that had to do with numbers when I started IE. I actually had a tough time in financial accounting. I'm not saying you have to be an accountant, just make sure you understand how cash flow works and make it work for you. That being said, never make an accountant or a numbers person the leader of the organization. They'll focus on the downside and never think of the potential outside. Someone laughed very like that. Okay. Also, when raising capital, this is perhaps one of the best advices I got. Never ask for money. Always ask for advice. It's very simple. Whenever you need to raise capital or even like get a new job or whatever you're doing in your career, even though you want that objective, ask for advice, you'll automatically increase the ego of the person that you are getting that advice from, and they'll be morally kind of complied to help you in whatever the objective is. Suggestion number 5, don't have a plan B. Fully lean into whatever you're doing. Jump out of the plane without a parachute. I'm sure a big part of my drive comes from the fact that for a long time, Venezuela was not an option for me to pursue a career. So I had to make it work one way or the other. Necessity is the mother of all inventions. And lastly, suggestion number 6. Don't let setbacks define you. Push. Be aware of how lucky you are to be here and try to think about how unlikely this precise moment is. If you are here, it's because you're either smart, you have a family that supports you, you have a strong background, or a promising future, or all of the above. Be conscious of that and look around. There are over 100 people that are as lucky as you in this room. To this day, my friends from the MIM are my family, and a large number of them are my partners in different businesses. Leverage your network and get excited for what's coming. Push, play, protograde. Congratulations, class of 2023. Make us proud.
Thank you so much, Guillermo. Okay, now I'd like to welcome on the stage our very own Master in Management student speaker, Alexandru Nastasa. Please give him a warm hand.
I mean, I don't know how I'm going to top all of that off, but I'll try my best. Dear Dean Lee Newman, members of faculty, vice deans, and staff, thank you for this amazing event and this opportunity. I would like to start by also thanking my fellow students for allowing me to represent them here, and most importantly, their families. I think I speak for all of us when I say we couldn't have done this without you, so thank you. For those of you that don't really know me and are not big readers, my name is Alex. I'm the guy that talks too much in class. The overachiever. I'm like the Jonas of J2, just less German. I studied theater. I like dogs, and controversially, pineapple on pizza is not that bad. And now that I have your attention, I would like to share with you a list of things that come to mind when thinking of the past year at IE. Day 1, having a staring contest with the face scanner. Losing your name tag. And having coffee with a new classmate. Meeting your first work group. Dividing work. And the Talent and Careers Department asking you big life questions that you're not ready to answer. Discovering the word consultant, two totally unrelated things. Getting your first grade back. Your first beer at warehouse. Your second beer at warehouse. And realizing that some of those around you are going to be your friends for life. Jesus being a lawyer. Gustavo, gone but never forgotten. And nobody really knowing whether is more or less understood. That first trip with your closest classmates. Blackboard, not loading. The student portal, not loading. Your brain at 9 a.m., not loading. Chess.com, Scribble.io, Snake. And the mist outside on the stairs of Velasquez. And all the chats, laughs, and Italian lessons that came along with them. And this room, 12 months ago, with you inside of it, being excited, curious, and a little anxious perhaps, but ready to party, study. And all jokes aside, we did study. We spent hundreds of hours in those breakout rooms doing our very best to learn and become a better version of ourselves. But why? Why did we do it? Was it to get a better job, to get paid more, to become successful? What are you going to do with this experience over the next 50 years? Well, wherever your path may take you, and despite the purposes of today's celebration and what Dylan said before, allow me to give you one piece of advice. It's not about you. You see, over the next 50 years, you're all going to grow into amazing leaders that will shape the future we all live and breathe. Irrespective of your degree choices or your specialty, you've learned how to be bold in your decisions, ambitious in your ideas, and resilient in the face of setbacks. You will work in big banks, consulting firms, tech, luxury, and virtually every sector of our economy. Therefore, your decisions will likely impact the lives of thousands, if not millions, of people. So please, don't make it about you. When I first found out about IE, I knew it was the right place for me, but my family and I couldn't afford it. So I worked. I worked in restaurants, 10 hours a day, every day, for over 6 months. got shouted out by managers and clients alike. And when I got here, I realized just how much more people knew about business than I did. So it was a challenge. So yes, I worked hard, but everyone tells you to work hard. What's the difference between your hard work and someone else's? What's your why? What will keep you going even when it looks like and feels like you can't go on anymore? For me, my why wasn't because I wanted to achieve some sort of individual greatness. It wasn't because I wanted to be the best or because I wanted to show the world that a theater kid can do Monte Carlo simulations. I just wanted to make my parents proud. I wanted to make them happy. I wanted to be someone that my little brother can really look up to. And I'm sure if you look deep down, you will find similar motives for your actions, motives that are not about you. So, as you move forward in your career and in your personal life, try to think about your why. Because as a leader, your decisions will affect the future of our industries, our lives, and our planet. In my opinion, what separates good leaders from great ones is not the performance of their teams in their presence, but rather in their absence. So perhaps we can all try to leave the world a little better than how we found it. I urge you to use your skills, your network, and most importantly, your kindness, to create pockets of sustainable growth wherever you go. Take those to your left and to your right and empower them to learn, to challenge themselves, and to take risks. Then watch this behavior spread and empower others, cascading into a better world for all. Together, you're all going to go so far, and I, for one, can't wait to see it. So congratulations, graduates. The future is yours to shape.
That was great, Alexandru. Thank you very much. Now, I'd like to call on Professor Kuki Cabanas to present the nominees and the winner for the Best Professor Awards of IE Business School.
Okay, so the nominees are Professor Marco Minervini, Professor José Luis Portela, and Professor Felipe Quintana. And the winner is Professor José Luis Portela.
Congratulations, Jose Luis. Okay, now I'd like to call Dean Lee Newman back onto the podium. So he's going to announce the Dean's List, Beta Gamma Sigma, and the nominees, and the winner for the Best Master in Management Student.
Okay, so time for student awards. But let me first say that I think all of you deserve an award. You've made it, you're here. But we do want to call out a few special awards. So first, let's start with Beta Gamma Sigma. So Beta Gamma Sigma is an international business honor society, and we give this award for outstanding academic performance in the difficult core period of your MIM. So we're going to see the list of students who are Beta Gamma Sigma, and please stand up so that we can recognize you when you see your name. Thanks very much. Congratulations, Beta Gamma Sigma. Okay, now another list here of graduates who graduated in the top 10% across the entire MIM in terms of grade point average. So this is an award that is very close to my heart. We call it the Dean's List. And so we'll see that list now, and please rise as you see your name as well. And lastly, by definition, there is only one best student of the Masters of Management class today. And that student obviously that award goes to the student with the highest academic performance. So we have 3 nominees, and they are Paloma Pena Lozano, who is in the afternoon graduation. Jonas. And the winner is so congratulations to Paloma, who's graduating this afternoon. Thanks very much.
All right, congratulations to all our winners. Let's give you guys another round of applause. Now, it's the moment you've all been waiting for. It's time for you all to come up on stage and officially receive your diplomas. But I have a few instructions so we can make this as smooth as possible. So we're going to start with the students on my right-hand side, okay? Please leave your seats using the center aisle. Collect your diploma from the table on the other side of the stage. Come up to the stage using the stairs to your right. Then walk to the center of the stage to take your photo with your vice dean. Finally, leave the stage down the other side and return to your seat. Then the students sitting on my left-hand side, please also leave your seats using the center aisle, collect your diploma from the table, come up to the stage using the stairs to your left, proceed to the center of the stage to take your photo, and when done, please leave the stage and return to your seat. So I'd like to also welcome some staff to the stage. Allow me to welcome Joanna Szymanska, who will be reading out your names, Lidia Arteta and Virginia Ortega, who will be handing out your diplomas, and Vice Dean David Suarez, with whom you'll take the photo with. Let's get started.
We start with the students of J1. Ayushman Anand. Giovanni Bassetti. Khalil Bedei. Sonia Lo Bouvier. Santiago Casas Trejo. Karim Eduardo Elasmar Campos. Andrés Fajardo Arango. Ajawal Jain. Tom Jansen. Kenza Kabay. Param Kaushik. Apeksha Khanna. Jonas Alex Kritsis. Victoria López Quesada de Borbón, Dos Sicilias. Miguel Jaime Macay. Tiago Mariano de Cerqueira. Maximilien Marisson. Josephine Coquetson Bebe. Pilar Mercadal de Villalonga. Joana Mieiro. Niklas Nagel. Sara Nasser. Humberto Nebuloni. Paulina Rath. Marius Roine. Franco Edgardo Sabra. Nicolas Simon Sattler. Karen Diana Simón Fernández. Tabatabay. Ricardo Valentini. Jiqian Zheng. And now for the students of section J2. Letizia Augusta Baronio. Farid Basili. Andrea Boero. Rosalía Cochón Cohen. Isabela Cohen. Giorgio Colombo. Alessandro de Angelis. Valentina Echeverri Hurtado. Eduardo Fontanelli. Christian Karl Ferdinand Geller. Theodore Goodwin. Roberto Pedro Euchel Torres. Dev Jain. Christoph Jörn. Ellen Christine Kloster. Lukas Wolf Dietrich Thomas König. Manuel Lieberman Alalu. Gonzalo Lizarribar Suárez. Luca Lizzi Salas. Afonso Lorenzo Guerra. Sofía Maleiro Díaz Zerzedelo. Nicolas Henri Masquelier. Fatima Richelle Mater. Manuel Moriche Kukuchkina. Alessandro Natasa. Nicolás Ortiz Sánchez Cortés. Anup Rajagopal. Mauricio Andrés Sáenz Zamudio. Yanis Philip Teixeira Blasek. Sebastián Ugarte López Moreira. Josephine van Malegem. Benjamin Luca Weingartner. Arsham Solanvari. And now for our dual degree students. Dana Fares Ahmad Al-Mekbel. Alex Arshakian. Maya Andrea Lionel Bejaoui. Paolo Brambilasca. María Vitoria Brienza. Paulina Marie Bock. José Carranque Salazar. Julia Cordone. Jesús Díaz Villasante. Alberto Doná. Sabrina Esposito. Beatrice Torre. Camila Fernández Tobar. Maxim Maximovich Igelnik. Valentina López Vilches. Francisco Luis Gómez. Chloé Marie Odile Lucille Montillo. Isabela Sofía Otero Blanco. Carmen María Saca Saca. Dennis Nikolai Siegrist. Flavio Enrique Tinoco Bendek. Tomás Daniel Michel Viñel. Marine Rose Winkel. Margarita Alting von Gesau. Leonarda Haikapua Martín Barbión. Celine Virginia Kamensin. María Kletsch Gago. Beatrice Corbucci. John Kevin Duff. Pedro Ferrer Rincón. América García Tejeda. Yenhan Xie. Luis Carlos Johnson Bedoya. Victoria Elene Manalo. Fabiana Méndez Gallanti. Simran Patel. Ludovica Kercia. Ivana Rafael. Rodrigo Vidal Rodríguez Melguizo. María Andrea Tatis Solano. Juan Andrés Vega. Y Santiago Velasco Berti. Congratulations.
Congratulations, everyone. As of right now, you are officially IE alumni for life. We're counting on you to lead the way and support current and future generations of IE students and alumni. When you leave our campus, remember to embrace your role as proud ambassadors and uphold the values you have learned here at IE. Don't forget to be an active member of our global IE network. We'd also love to follow your alumni journey, and the best way to stay in touch with us is to follow IE Global Alumni Relations, IE Business School, and IE University on LinkedIn. And please, don't be shy. Feel free to tag and, more importantly, connect with your dean, vice dean, professors, and program management. They welcome this. Now, we're going to watch a video that commemorates the next 50 of IE.
They say that only the present exists, the ephemeral moment in which we find ourselves. And they're right. Even the words you're hearing right now will vanish in less than a microsecond. But you have the power to transform that microsecond into something that matters. Every decision we make today shapes the path we'll follow in 50 years. And while you move forward, little by little, the universe that surrounds you moves at a pace you can't control. But beyond circuits and algorithms, remember that you're a human being connected to others by invisible threads of emotions and experiences. You're guided by curiosity, the desire to explore, to learn, to evolve. This romantic dance between humans and technology is where we find that essential balance. At this point, you ask yourself, which path do I choose? What legacy do I want to leave for future generations? Your words, your thoughts, your actions. All have the power to transcend time. You can make tomorrow a place where technology and humanity are interlinked. Where education is the key that unlocks the doors to the future. Keep moving forward, fearless through the unknown. Because in your hands, in all of our hands, lies the power of change.
So now, MIM alumni, it's time to conclude this graduation ceremony with some traditions from IE. First, we're going to listen to the international academic anthem, Gaudeamus Igitur, which translates to Let Us Rejoice. And for many of you, most of you, you're coming from outside of Spain, and we would love for you to think about Spain as your second home for the rest of your lives. And for those of you who are Spanish, of course, it is your first home. So we'll listen to the Spanish national anthem together. And then at the end, I will pay homage to His Majesty, the head of state, King Felipe VI. I will invite you to join me. I will say, Viva el Rey. And if you choose, you can say and yell back, Viva. Okay? So, are you ready? Please rise.
Gaudeamus Igitur, Juven estum sumus. Gaudeamus Igitur, Juven estum sumus, pos iucundam juventutem, pos molestam senectutem, nos habebitumus, nos habebitumus. Gaudeamus sigitur, juvenestum sumus. Gaudeamus sigitur, juvenestum sumus. Pos iucundam juventutem, pos molestam senectutem, nos habebitumus, nos habebitumus.
Viva el Rey!
Now, I'd like to introduce our next speaker. No, I'm just kidding. There's no more speakers. We're almost done. We're almost done. There's one more thing that we have to do. You, the alumni, need to throw your caps in the air, okay? But wait, not just yet. Just a quick note. After throwing your caps, the presidential table is going to leave, and then followed by the alumni, and then finally the parents and the guests. And we have a cocktail outside waiting for you to celebrate this moment. Okay, now, to officially graduate. Are you ready? Everybody up. Move your tassel from the left-hand side to the right-hand side of your cap. And on the count of 3, you'll throw your cap in the air. Are you ready? Are you ready? 1, 2, 3.